Hey everybody, Sam Birch here with another World Peacekeeper review. I know the last couple of reviews I haven't been any of the usual models I look over, but you know what? I try to give variety because of this blasted thing, this assault rifle. I try to always give my viewers some variety of the lineups and whatnot, but this one's the PARAJUMPER PJ. Kind of looking over, he comes with a helmet, pistol, knife with holster, backpack, knee pads, elbow pads, and two little, I'm going to say transponder and what looks like a flare. So there you go, glasses. Taking a little closer, little detail on the figure. Not too bad, not too shabby. Kind of looks like my demolition expert guy, except for with I don't know, instead of gray hair, blonde hair, you could say. Not too bad. It kind of comes off green. I mean, it looks blonde through the camera, but like when you see this thing like person to person kind of deal, it's like kind of looks like a green collar. There's the box, and like always, check out the back. There's the old familiar lineup in the back. There we go. Not too bad. I mean, not really a whole lot with this figure. I'm not saying bad. It's really honestly just checking it out. I know a few people have been like, Sam, your videos seem a little short. You know, they're not as long as they were. Well, it's like, you know, I try to make them as decent as I can, but it's like when some of these figures are almost like, you know, same stuff, different stuff. But I mean, it's like, it's not really, none of them really too far from it. But I mean, looking at this figure, it's not bad. I'm excited to see what it's like, see what it looks like. So like always, let's just pop this out. Alrighty, let's take a look at the figure real quick and just go over some accessories. But first off, I left these in the packaging because they're really small, but yeah, the one on the left is a transponder and the other one's a flare. But let's really just take a look at the figure. So, figure comes with the pistol with a holster, fits nice and neatly, a pair of knee pads and a pair of elbow pads. But then if you also look, this character has glasses, a helmet, and on the back is a satchel. And it's kind of hard, I don't know why, but with this character wearing this, it's kind of hard for him to stand. But he's not a bad figure. I do have one major complaint, so let's get to it. So you know how I always make comments about those assault rifles they come with? Well, this one, if you look at the beginning of this video, yeah, it looked a little weird in the package, like it was bent, like it wasn't right for the figure. Yeah, this assault rifle I got broke on me. I did not try to bend it or anything. I was actually trying to take the elastic out from the hands so I could take the rifle out, and this thing snapped right at the base. Now you might ask yourself, well, Sam, does that lower the value of it? Kind of yeah and kind of yes, because when I was looking through Amazon, this guy had mixed reviews, and this was actually one of the major complaints was the assault rifle is bent. Look at that. This came in the mail like this. Look at that. That's crappy. That's really bad. Well, peacekeepers really need to really watch your quality. That, I'm sorry, this is kind of shot. I'm really mad about it too. Here's another thing, the figure. Here's the figure in my hands. Watch this. Leg articulation swings really easy. Like his ball joints are kind of loose. I don't know, could be an old figure, but like I said, sometimes you get these figures where they have some malfunctions, and some companies like World Peacekeeper, I guess, are okay with sending those out and ripping somebody off about 15 bucks for one of these figures. How am I going to solve the assault rifle thing with him not having one? Easy. Since I'm already tired of seeing assault rifles in these World Peacekeeper collections, I'm going to give him an AK-47. It does fit. So there you go, buddy. You may have gotten a really shoddy weapon, but guess what? I'm going to give you some variety. Get the AK-47. You can have that. It's yours. Be proud. It's not bent. So, yeah, the figure's not really bad. I really like the get-up. I like the jumpsuit. I mean, it's really simple, really basic. I mean, my idea is this guy's like a jet flyer, and he got out of his jet and landed in some unknown location, Russia, Vietnam, wherever, picked up a AK-47. He has his transponder and his flare, and he's fighting it out, kind of like behind enemy lines, kind of set up where, you know, he's fighting off a war. I don't know. I mean, really honestly, this guy looks like he should be in a plane or a chopper or something like that. This kind of figure I would have sold if you had like a chopper accessory with this lineup, but well, Peacekeepers is starting to come off a little bit like a Barbie vibe for me. Like, it's just like different G.I. Joes and different outfits. But other than that, not a really bad figure. So I'm going to give my final rants and raves, and I hope you all enjoy this. So, personally, what do I think of this Parajumper character? Not too bad. I was a little iffy wanting to get the character in the beginning because it's like, it's Parajumper. It's a guy that needs a chopper or a jet to come with to actually look like he's doing his job, you know? This is one of those figures I wouldn't really say are the ground force as they are the air force setup. So I mean he would work. Like I said before, you can kind of pretend he's just a lone jet fighter that fell behind enemy lines and is making his way through. That's kind of how I perceive this character. Now, if he had, like, let's say he was a character that was sold with like a jet or a chopper or something like that, some type of aircraft, then I'd be really like, okay, this guy works for a playset. I mean, really honestly, it's like, in the long run, it's like, he's there. It's just like an outfit, but like nothing to really work with. I mean, unless I had like a 1/6 scale chopper for this guy. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. He's just basically there as an extra body, I guess you could say. I mean, not a whole lot to him. It's just more or less, he's kind of just like an extra body, because his whole get-up's to be a jet fight pilot or some type of pilot. That's all I can really, like, when I see him with his whole outfit on, he's just like, you're a pilot, you're a guy that flies aircrafts. Nothing against it, but it's like, selling this as a single figure with no helicopter or anything like that. I mean, like I said before, if I had a helicopter to put him with, it'd be no problem. His whole get-up, his whole reasoning of being in this setup would make sense, but unfortunately, I do not have a helicopter. I mean, I don't know if they even make helicopters for G.I. Joes that are 12 inches tall anymore. But I mean, it's not a bad figure. It's not a bad toy either. My only complaint, I'd really say, is I was really upset the assault rifle broke. I was really mad. I was like, what the hell? This sucks. Because like I said, I was taking the rubber bands off of this figure's hands, and there was one wrapped around it, and the thing just snapped. And I was not too happy with that. I mean, that's a major complaint I've seen about people about the World Peacekeeper setup, is the assault rifles breaking. So it's like, every time I do go to buy one of these figures, I do reviews. Like, I do the look over the reviews, and I just see what the pros and cons are. And some people on here on my channel have asked me, it's like, Sam, what are some of the like bad things and the good things about these World Peacekeepers? Because sometimes, yeah, I'm just judging the figure I got, but some people want to know more, like, you know, what are some of the risks about buying these figures? Okay, I'm going to say a few things. A few of the parts are kind of flimsy. Sometimes you get figures that arms are loose or legs are loose or like hip joints are loose, and sometimes you get figures where like an arm or a leg or something just pops off. It just snaps off like somewhere in between the bin. I haven't had that yet, and I really hope I don't. I've been really lucky to get 2 for 2 when it comes to like parts breaking. First one was my Ranger, the lower lower belt buckle for the vest broke, and now this figure with the assault rifle just snapping at this stock. And so people are like, well, why don't you glue it together? Well, I did try gluing it back together, but also I tried straightening it out, and the gun just snapped again at the foregrip and right in the middle where the trigger and the handguard are. I mean, not the handguard, but the grip are. It snapped too. Like this whole thing, like just snapped because I was trying to glue it back together, and then I put a little heat to it, and this plastic's so brittle that it just snaps real easy. It's like really ridiculous. It just breaks apart. So yeah, the bad part was the assault rifle is total junk and is not worth anything, but I wouldn't really downgrade it on the figure because that's just like one of the many types of complaints I've always seen on these World Peacekeeper figures is like loose joints or leg or arm falls off, or the assault rifle that comes with it breaks. So I mean, it's one of the risks I see coming with these figures, but it's like I really honestly just sort of play, well, we can fix this, and that's why I gave this figure an assault rifle. It was the only thing. I give it the AK-47 because it's like, you know, the figure's not bad, just one prop decided to snap. It's taking lemons and making lemonade. But other than that, I would say the Parajumper figure, for looks alone, it's a really good figure. I like it. I like the setup. I like the look of it. I'm just saying, if you're looking, you know, if you're going to buy one of these, there are a few known little cons about this figure, and like I said before, it's basically just loose joints, or the leg falls off, or an arm falls off, or the assault rifle it comes with snaps in half. That's about the usual complaints I've seen on these figures. But I mean, I'm really honestly just judging for the outlook of the figure too. And I mean, I'd say it's worth it. If you have a toy helicopter for a 12-inch G.I. Joe, I'd definitely say get it, because he'll look good with it. But I mean, as a lone figure without a chopper, I'm kind of like, it's not really worth it, because if you don't have anything for him to do, like fly a helicopter or flying a jet, he's just a guy in a jumpsuit without the right proper gear or vehicle in this scenario. But, you know, to each to whom their own. Yeah, I'd say I'd rather rate this figure about 3 out of 5. So this has been my review of the World Peacekeeper Parajumper. I hope you all have a nice day. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think.